Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we're going to teach you how to play Ancient Realm. Now this is a one-player game recommended for ages 8+ and plays in about 10 minutes. Now on Board Game Geek, they of course do recommend it and say it's best at one player since that is the only player count available. However, interestingly enough, the community has voted that it's better for ages 10+ rather than 8+. Now that is only 4 votes, but all 4 votes were at age 10 and up. So keep that in mind. And then for complexity rating, it's ranked at 2.27 out of 5 with 15 votes. In Ancient Realm, you have 4 storage cards, gold, which is not a resource, and then 3 resources, stone, wood, and wheat. You have 7 district cards. All the district cards are divided into 3 blocks. Each block contains either a citizen, a mine, or a resource region. The 3 resource regions are quarry for stone, field for wheat, and forest for wood. There are also 7 wonder cards. Wonder cards are divided into 2 sections, 1 block here, and a larger wonder. The wonder indicates the cost of placing the card. To set up the game, form separate decks of district cards and wonder cards. Shuffle each deck and place 1 deck at the end of the market on either side. See, we have the district deck here and the wonder deck here. Take the top 2 cards from each deck and flip them face up. These should be placed between the decks, but the order does not matter. This forms the market. Next, place the 4 storage cards in front of you showing 3 gold, 1 wheat, 1 wood, and 1 stone. During the game, over a series of turns, you will place cards in the build area up here to develop your realm. Begin each turn by placing either a district or wonder card. Place a card, select a card in the market. If it's a wonder card, you have to pay its cost and resources, found here or here. So for instance, if I wanted to purchase the mausoleum, I would actually have to have 2 wood and 2 stone in order to purchase it. And we would then spend the 2 wood and 2 stone, and now we would take the mausoleum and place it into the play area. This first card will begin your realm. Subsequent cards may be placed to the left or right edge. Subsequent cards can also cover 1 or more blocks on cards already in your realm. However, you may not cover a wonder. If you do choose to cover a block, you first place the card above the block to be covered. It must align with the existing blocks, and you then may activate the blocks which will be covered. So in this case, you'd be activating this mine. If multiple blocks were being covered, you could activate any or all of them and activate them in any order. There are 3 types of block activations. You can gather a resource, such as with this forest. To do this, you must pay 1 gold as it shows here, which then lets you gather the resource indicated. You can hire a citizen, such as with this symbol here, or this symbol here. You may pay 1 gold as it shows here, and if you do, you resolve the citizen's effect shown here. And the 3rd type of block activation is to mine for gold, which allows you to gain 2 gold. It's important to keep in mind that when activating blocks, the newly placed card is not actually part of the realm, and so any effects on that card would not apply until it is finally moved into the realm like this. You move it down into the realm like this once you have either activated or chosen not to activate all of the blocks being covered. Covered blocks are no longer considered to be part of the realm. It's possible to buy resources. At any time, you may pay 2 gold in order to purchase a single resource. This can be repeated as long as you have enough gold to do so. However, it does not work the opposite direction. You cannot pay a resource to gain 2 gold. That is not allowed. Also, the maximum that you can have of gold or resources is 7. If you ever would go beyond 7, the excess is lost. The back of each district card has an event that is active while it is on top of the district deck. In this case, it's called a Caravan Arrives. You may trade any resource for any resource up to 2 times per turn. The active event's effect may be used at any time during a turn as long as any requirements indicated are met. When the district deck is completely depleted, there are no active events at that point. After placing a card and potentially activating any blocks that it covers, take the top card of either deck to replace that card. You also may continue playing after both decks are completely empty. The game ends either when the market is completely empty or when you have gotten yourself to a point where you are unable to place any cards. You may have noticed that wonders have these effects. After you place a wonder, its effect becomes available and activates automatically when triggered. Once a wonder effect is available, it can be used multiple times throughout the game. You may discard an unplaced wonder from the top of the wonder deck or from the market. This may be done at any time. If you do so, you set the card aside, you gain 2 gold, or alternatively, 1 of any of the resources. You will not refill the market immediately. Instead, you will refill it at the normal time. This can be repeated, and a wonder may still be abandoned when the wonder deck is empty or the market has fewer than 4 cards. As a reminder, the game ends when you can no longer place a card into your realm or the market is completely empty. Once the game ends, calculate your score. Each wonder and each mine in your realm has a scoring condition with points. For instance, for this mine, you get 5 points if you have more than 2 of those symbols in your realm, whereas the mausoleum is simply worth 5 points. Additionally, you score 1 point for every 3 gold you have, and 1 point for every 2 resources of any combination. You then add your points together and use this chart to determine how you did. And that's everything you need to know to play Ancient Realm. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel for more great videos. We have How to Play Dungeon Universalis Part 4 coming up very soon. We have How to Play Kingdom Death Monsters Gamblers Chess Expansion Part 5 coming up real soon. And until next time, if you're bored online, bored offline.